Hello? Okay, now it works. So sorry, I was muted. I was saying thank you very much, Christina. This was a very actually creative use of computer science in the classroom, applied to science as well. So thank you. Here I can see some questions in the chat. So someone asked if you can actually paste the links on the chat of the apps that you use, like the Cube, for example.
Yeah, I can do that in just a second. As soon as I will put them there.
And I see someone asking for the Instagram handle. You'll also have access to Christina's presentation afterwards, so you can always, and I see you pasted it already, so that's perfect. Okay. Okay, so that's perfect. Thank you very much, Christina. I would then like to use to introduce Mega, who's going to pick up actually where Christina mentioned the water cycle, and she's going to tell us a bit more about visual programming and visual learning. So take it away, Mega. The floor is yours. I can actually see you very well, so I think everything is working.
Yeah, hi everyone. I think you are able to see my screen.
Actually, we can see the screen. That's perfect.
Yes.
All right, that's great. Christina, that was really interesting. I am going to use all of that in my classroom as well. That was lovely. Thank you so much. So what I am going to share with all of you, it's about integration of visual programming with other subjects. Like as we teach in international curriculums, like I am teaching middle school in IGCSE. So basically what I do is in my school, there is a lot of requirement to collaborate, to integrate my subject, computer science, with other subjects. So what we do is basically I use visual programming generally to teach the middle school and primary school as well. And then I integrate visual programming with other subjects. So I'm going to share some examples, and as educators, of course, we are full of ideas, and I am sure you all are going to come up with lots of ideas after these few examples. So basically, what is visual programming? So visual programming is like block coding. So block coding we can do with basically Scratch, code.org, Minecraft. There are lots of different platforms that can be used. So here I'm going to share some examples for Scratch, but of course the same thing can be done in other platforms as well. So why do we use visual programming first of all, and why there is a need to integrate it with other subjects? So visual programming are basically, it brings excitement to the class. I can see like sometimes it gets really boring studying the same subject, same topics, and it's very difficult to make our little learners sit. So what we can do is we can give them some hands-on experience, some real life connections. Also, when they create something, they ask a lot of questions. Why this happens, how this happens, what should I do? I'll share some examples when I'll move to my other slides. So it actually brings inquiry into them. They ask questions when they create something. So wings to imagination, it gives wings to their imagination. They can actually create something that is going on in their mind. Maybe they have not understood the concept, but how do we understand that? We can understand it, and when they are actually creating, then they do a lot of mistakes. Then only we can analyze that, okay, this is something that is missing from like maybe he has not understood or like she has not understood. Then we can explain the same part again. So it is a very good tool for AFL as well. So AFL tool, you can use it. So I'll share that how I used this as an AFL tool. So first I would like to share this example where the grades actually 5 learners, they created water cycle. So they used text to speech bubbles and they animated these arrows. So I will share the links with you. I'll share the PPT also where you can see and go through the links. So basically it shows the animation of the water cycle, explaining what each stage of the water cycle is doing. Like how water gets collected, how precipitation happens, condensation, evaporation, everything. So we use this as an AFL tool. While they were doing this activity, there was a lot of excitement. They were so happy. They did not even feel like they are doing an assessment. They actually enjoyed it so much, and they created different water cycles. Of course, there were mistakes also, which the teacher corrected. I also helped, and then we came with lots of projects. So it was a very nice activity. Then next, one more activity which I would like to share is solar system animation. So when the teachers were like in the science, the teachers were teaching about the solar system. So they came to lab and we created solar systems. They all created solar systems. So while creating solar systems, there were some very excited questions that came. So they asked like, why Mars is only red? Why can't I make it some other color? How far should I make the orbits? If I'm making the first orbit here, the next orbit, how far should I make it? Similarly, there were like lots of questions, and then we answered it slowly. When they understood each and every question was so different and so important that they might have missed if they have actually learned it the simple way. But when we create, of course, we all learn better. Then next is cyber safety. So I integrated Scratch with the cyber safety project where they created their animations. And while they were creating and sharing their stories, there was a very serious case that came into picture. One girl, she made something and it was a clear case of cyberbullying. We reported it and all the necessary actions were taken for that. So of course, when again I'm saying, when they are doing it hands-on learning, when they are thinking, they're creating, they're building their stories, sometimes lots of things that's inside them, they also come out. So this was a clear case of like counseling, and it all came out through the Scratch only. Then the last I would like to share is video sensing in Scratch. During the Christmas Carnival, we created a small project with video sensing where the students need to collect the gifts into the bag. So again, it is also, it can be used for some fun elements. Like this was like a simulation where they can see themselves, they can move their hands and they can drag the gifts down. Similarly, we can create lots of activities like we can use it with science, mathematics, SST, or any other subject, whichever we want, right? So I think that is what I wanted to share. And I hope you all will come up with lots of ideas and use it in your class. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mega, for this very, my team's a bit very interesting presentation. There's indeed Scratch is a great platform to teach several subjects, including science, as you are mentioned. So thank you very much. I get a question as well from the audience asking you to share the links on the Scratch project. So I invite you to do so in the chat. But as well, you're going to get the slides of Mega, so you also can check them out as well afterwards and can really rewind them as well, since you can do that in the Scratch. So thank you so much, Mega, for this lovely presentation and great ideas on how to use the Scratch. I would like now then to introduce Elisabetta, who will have the next presentation.
Hello, everybody. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Hello.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, I hope.